Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of the Bachelorette catastrophe. Honestly, I was hoping there wasn't going to be a part 3, but then I forgot! There was a money issue that we all didn't realize until the trip was practically over. And no one wants to say anything about it, but maybe I'll say something after the wedding festivities are over. The wedding is actually this week. I'll be flying out in 2 days, and I'm gonna say, doing these videos made me realize how much the situation actually bothered me a lot more than I thought. And I will be probably keeping my distance from possibly everybody in this situation after, because I just don't like being played with. I don't like people playing in my face. I don't like people pissing in my cereal, so to speak. And I really don't play with my money. You feel me? So essentially, where did I leave off in the other story, right? That whole situation happens. They leave. I stay in NOLA. I have a blast by myself, okay? I love me a solo trip. I love NOLA. I saw a few people that I knew from NOLA, hung out with them. It was really great. So I get back home, or maybe I think I'm still in NOLA, and Tasha gonna put in the chat talk about some, oh, I thought Desi wasn't supposed to be paying for anything. Why did Desi pay for her own massage? Now, when that whole situation happened with Suki and Farrah going off and trying to act like they left something in their room, but they really were trying to figure out a way to confront us, it was the rest of us, and Tasha and Desi decided to go and get massages. We were there, but you were the one back there with her getting a massage. Why didn't you pay for her massage? I'm perplexed. Whatever. So I go, I send Desi the money for the massage after I'm done talking to her about what happened. Okay, so I basically called her the next day after everyone left. So I think it was Monday. I called her and I asked her like, hey, how do you feel about the trip? Whatever. And she said she felt disappointed. She was upset that she didn't get to go to the strip club, but she was even more upset that me and Rochelle went out and let them stay asleep. And I was like, with all due respect, I don't even understand why you put pajamas on. Why would you put pajamas on to go to sleep? And why did everybody else go to sleep? And you were in the room with 2 other people, and 2 other people were right next to you, and then one other person was talking about something. They was up eating chicken. Meanwhile, we posted in chat and nobody answered. I was never going to knock on nobody's doors. I'm just not that type of person. One, I don't like waking people up. That's one thing. Like most people, if you don't know that about me, it's like it's a rare thing. But I personally don't like waking people up because I don't like to be woken up, right? So I'm one of those people where like I have a very good biological clock. So I'm not gonna wake you up. Also, it's like we're on a bachelorette trip. Nobody should have been sleeping. Nobody should put on pajamas. None of that. So her whole synopsis was, oh, well, I thought we would have been doing TikToks, right? You know, we said that these things would have looked good, da 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 da. So, you know, we had that whole back and forth, whatever. So, like I said, honestly, that whole situation's cap because I never ever in my life said, when we come back, we're gonna do these TikToks, then we're gonna head back out. The idea and the whole entire point was to come back, get changed, and head back out. For whatever reason, you guys thought it made sense to put on pajamas and go in bed to sleep. And we weren't even gone for that long. We were gone for max maybe 10 minutes. I changed my outfit, together the little goodie bags, gave to y'all, and y'all was knocked the fuck out. So where in the world did you get, oh, we're gonna be filming TikToks? The whole idea for content was literally to do it way before all of this. We ran out of time. That was that. I never said we're gonna resume it. So I'm just like, yeah, that's a reach. Like, whatever, I get it. I understand you're upset, but we all paid our money. Regardless of if you feel whatever you feel, you're entitled to that. But like, we all paid our money. I felt really bad that she didn't have a NOLA experience. So we went out, didn't do anything. We didn't go to a strip club. We didn't even do anything. We got a drink, walked up and down, saw a fight, went back inside. Literally what we did. So whatever. Everything's talked about. I sent her the money for the massage because I was like, oh damn, you paid for your massage? She's like, yeah. I was like, why the fuck didn't Tasha pay for it? She's like, oh, something happened. Whatever. Pay for the massage. So at this point, the whole situation with the hotel charges is just lingering in my head because before me and Rochelle had checked out, we realized like this price don't make sense. Now you guys were like, Yvana, what don't make sense? Like what don't make sense about the price? So it's time to bring out the whiteboard. Okay, it's probably not that white anymore because it's like a black smudge here, but it's white enough. Okay, let's do some math now, shall we? Boys and girls, it's time to count. right? So we have two things right here on the screen. So right here we have the full amount charged for the hotel by the hotel, okay? And then we have what Expedia, Travelocity, whatever it was, whatever the booking agent cost was that we got in the group chat. I'm not gonna lie, we all fucked up by not paying attention to this. Because now that I look at it, I'm mad that we didn't question why the fuck are we paying this much if the room is only this much. But when I did the math the first time, it made sense. So you guys are gonna see what I'm talking about, right? So boom, as you guys can see by hotel, so we're gonna make two things, right? So the hotel told us, and we specifically asked, were all the rooms under this name charged the same exact price? They said yes. So the price was $374.56. Okay, done. Which, if you total that up to 4, it does amount to whatever this booking site says. So we had 3 hotel rooms, 374.56 times 3 rooms is 1123.68. So realistically, this matches up, right? So 1123.68. Nobody would bat an eye at this, right? Until you realize we were told to all pay $225. Now, you guys are probably thinking, why the fuck did you pay $225 when the room is $374.56, right? So I was literally wrapping my head around this like it don't make sense, because if you divide the room by 2, right? So 37.56 divided by 2, it's only 187.28, right? So, but we paid $225. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? At this point, me and Rochelle are so annoyed. We kind of peeped it a while ago, and we're like, how did we pay this much? I'm trying to like do math, trying to see whatever. So at this point, we're like, okay, so we all paid an extra $37.72. Now you guys are probably like, okay, excursions, food, taxes. Nah, this is already the full amount with the taxes. We paid an extra $118 for excursions, so none of that, bruh, none of that. This extra $37.72, I was like, oh my God, room deposit. So $37.72 times 2 is $75.44. So I'm like, oh my God, it actually makes sense. Deposit. You times that by 2, you get 75, right? 75 plus 75 equals 150, which would have been complete for the deposit for the room, right? Because I don't know why NOLA has this weird thing where each day has a deposit instead of the stay. When you come up to Jersey anyway, and most other places I've been to, the deposit is for the stay, not for the day. Okay, for them, like say if you stay in 5 days, you're gonna pay $50 each day you stay. That's how NOLA is. So I was like, okay, it's $75 a day for incidental. That's what it is. We're staying there for 2 days. 2 of us each pays the $37 for $75. But I'm like, that don't make sense, because you're still missing something, because that would only cover, like if we're thinking about it, right, the $37.72, that means me, Rochelle, Suki, and Farah each have $75 left, which would be able to cover the incidentals. And then we have the whole situation with Desi and her 2 sisters that are in a room, but technically they're 3. So theirs should have been split in 3, but theirs, I don't even know how theirs got split up. I'm not even gonna lie, Tasha got fucked up even more, because first of all, Tasha paid over $1,000 for her flight to be there. And then she had to share a bed. And then I believe she still paid the $225. It don't make sense. Now here's why it don't make sense. Remember when I said poor planning because Farah hit us in the chat with the guys, it's extra money. I need extra money for the deposit. I wasn't aware what the extra deposit money was. Put that right here, Mila. We don't remember that? We don't remember that? Okay. Dale, my friends. Hold up. Guys, the hotel guy just told me that the $75 per night breakage fee is per room too. Nigga, you never been to a hotel room? Like, clearly it's per room. It's also per night. It literally said it at the table. You would have known that if you fucking looked it up, or if you did your due diligence and fucking called like a normal maid of honor or anyone else that would have been planning an event. But what do I know? So I'm just like, nigga, if you actually use the money for what you did, this makes sense. If the room is $374.56, okay, and we all paid $225, technically we paid $187.28 per person. There's an extra $37.72 for each of us, which is $75, okay, for each of us left. That covered both days, because it's literally $75 per day. We were only there for 2 days. Friday, Saturday, checked out Sunday. I know I can't count, but this is the fucking math, y'all. Like, I was like, wait. So I'm like, oh, this makes sense. This actually makes sense. So then she says, we get the money back, but that would mean I need everyone to send another 38 bucks because it comes out to 450 instead of 225. Like I thought, sorry. At this point, y'all, I think I'm like boarding the plane. I'm on the phone with one of my friends. She's going through a crisis. I'm eating my Dunkin'. I'm tired as hell. I'm trying to make sure my ADHD don't make me leave something. Like I'm going through a lot of shit. So I'm just like, what the fuck is she talking about? I ain't sending her shit. Like I swear to God, that's what I said to myself. But I'm like, $38. So I'm like, okay, let me do this math real quick. $38 for 6 of us? That comes to $228. I don't understand. So you're asking for $38 times 6 equals $228. Now you guys are probably like, oh, did you add Desi? No, I did not. Desi would be 7. I divided all this by 6. It was 6 of us on this trip. Desi did not pay for a damn thing. So I have no idea what the fuck she wanted this money for. But eventually, I guess she figured it out and she asked me to just cash out her $16. So I did. I still have yet to see the $16. I still don't understand where the fuck this deposit money went because actually Desi's older sister ended up coming there and realized her deposit and whatever wasn't squared away, which it probably wouldn't have because she came there before Farrah. She ends up paying the money for her deposit. So I'm just like, what? So she ends up paying for her deposit for her room. Where is the 3772? Where is it? Ute papa ute papa ute. Oh my bad. Ute mama ute mama ute. Nah, like make it make sense. Like somebody needs to explain it to me. Like I did this math and it made sense. But then when we got the finalized bill and it said the 3756, we were really like, wait, what the fuck? We really did overpay. So then we paid an extra 118 for the excursions. And of course, you know, Desi had to eat stuff like that. But bitch, I already told y'all, I know what type of shit these people were on. Y'all didn't want to pay for freaking $6 to $16 Ubers, $6, $8, $10 Ubers to go right there. It's 100-degree weather. New Orleans is literally in a heat storm right now. People have been dying from the heat right now in the South. And y'all want to walk 30, 40 minutes when y'all can just take a 5-minute Uber for like $8? I'm not letting none of you have my card information, have control of shit. You think I'm dumb? Like, come the fuck on, bro. Come on. Like, this shit's out of control. Like, it really is. And it just annoys me specifically because it's like, I personally would never let my friends act like this to any of my friends, any of my family members act like this to any of my family members. And I understand, at the end of the day, Desi didn't know any of this was going on, but it's very interesting because she did say that, you know, she didn't get to spend any time with me in Rochelle and she felt some type of way about that. But it's like, why do you think we didn't get to spend time with you? Check your family on that. That has nothing to do with us. So whatever. Nonetheless, the wedding is a few days away. They are planning on having a barbecue or whatever. I will not be in attendance specifically because my flight lands at like 9 p.m. By the time I probably get to the hotel room, it'll probably be 10, 11. I don't think my man will want to go. If he does, I guess we'll go. But to be honest, I don't care to go. I really want this to end where it is. Go to the wedding, have fun, do my job, create the content, finish. Like, that's where I'm at with this. I'm frustrated. I'm annoyed. I feel disrespected. And it's just like, I'm over it. I'm genuinely over it. I don't think I will be at anyone else's wedding. I already texted some of my friends, like, if you're getting married anytime soon, I don't want nothing to do with it. And they think I'm joking. I'm not. Not even in the slightest. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. Thank you guys for listening to my saga. For those of you guys who, for whatever reason, are not subscribed, but yet not on the Patreon, that's crazy as fuck. I bet you're gonna join now so you're not months late to the sagas missing out. And that's not my business. With that being said, peace.